writing a song and a painting for you?
I started painting because it was things that I couldn't say and do in songs. It's something I'm still sort of learning to deal with the difference. I try to keep them separate, but when I write a song, it has the same sort of intimacy as when I do a painting, but when you have a song, then you end up performing in front of strangers. And when you do a painting, then you end up showing it to strangers. But I think that paintings are, I think art, people like it or they don't, who's done it. And songs are different because you're singing it. So painting, for me, is a little, I think it's maybe more personal. Things that I can't do in music, so it's not really so much a side for me anymore. It's me acknowledging and recognizing that I'm just creative, and so some things go into music, some things go into painting. I mean, as far as people that I haven't met that I paint, and I would kind of point out the Jean-Benet Ramsey and the Elizabeth Short, and this one, which was a very much a dedication to Dali, because he had painted Hitler as a housewife, and the paintings were all destroyed when he exhibited them with the exhibition for Un Chien Andalou with Buñuel, and so no one has ever seen them. So when I was reading about them, I wanted to paint something in return, but living in Hollywood, I thought there was a bit of Chaplin in it all. I think it's funny when you have a mustache and it really defines sort of evil or funny. Change hats, same mustache, you know. So it's silly to me, yeah.
And you're basically your hometown for the first time.
It's like being raped in the face. No, I don't know how to say this. It's like, no, it's actually pretty calm. I mean, it's, I end up having New Orleans as a hometown, Miami's a hometown, Los Angeles is a hometown, and Ohio is a hometown. Ohio's not a town.
Particularly find it represents you the best?
That's really tough to point out. There's sort of the first one that's over there. It's very gray and monochromatic, and that's a self-portrait. These two are the most recent. This one barely dried, and I actually spilled a drink on it before it was framed. That's why it's a little bit, but I thought it actually added to it. I tend to have a bad problem with spilling fluids on women. It's not really personal, but these a lot because they're most recent. You're always attached to what you create most recently. And the piece that I picked for the show isn't necessarily my favorite. I just find it to be the most unusual because I was, you know, obsessing over 19th century medicine when I was working on my script about Lewis Carroll, and I was on eBay and I found, you know, this. What it is, it's a portable embalming table. And it sounds like a great idea on paper, but when you get it home, it's a little bit grotesque even for me. So it just sat in a corner for a while. And then one day I was looking at it, and there's stains that are probably from embalming fluid or people or whatever it might be. And it looks very much like a Shroud of Turin. So I painted that, and I guess maybe it's unusual to paint watercolors on canvas or burlap, whatever the exact fabric is. But that one was during a period in my life where I was feeling a bit hopeless, and I think that for me signifies a change in a period where no person or no interpretation of what I do could make me feel better about who I am. I really had to do it myself. So that piece really signifies to me my resurrection and believing in myself.